What's up, y'all? This is Propel Hitting, and welcome to Drill of the Week. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel and another hitting drill of the week. So this week we're going to be working on a progression that's really going to help us work on our path like all the way through and know where it's at. Okay, so this one's really important because it just it divides things up into pieces, right? So I can really focus on doing what I want to do all the way through the swing, right? Because a lot of times, and we've talked about this before, things just get lost in translation, right? So we need to be able to work on every single piece and then be able to identify, okay, do I have a weakness getting into the zone? Do I have a weakness finishing with my extension, having my extension be a byproduct instead of something else, right? So this is going to enable us to break it down into pieces, see where we're at, see where we have strengths, see where we don't, and then that way you can do this drill and then go back and work on the places that are weak. Okay, so grab your stuff, let's go. Okay, so this is a really tangible way to really just check on the different parts of your approach to the ball and what you're doing after the ball. Okay, so we're gonna kind of do, next couple of weeks, we're gonna kind of do a couple of things that are really gonna focus on that and allow you to unify your hands, check your extension, do different things. But before we do that, we're gonna start with this drill right here, okay? So essentially what we're gonna do is I want you to think about the swing being in thirds, right? Or 3 different parts, right? Some people say 4, some people say whatever, some people say 1. That's all fine, right? I'm using the terminology of thirds for this drill right here, okay? So the first third is gonna be from here, from our start, our launch position, right? To being in the zone, right? That's the first third. The second third is gonna be to the ball, maybe a little bit after the ball. Then the last third is going to be finishing, right? So you've probably seen drills, you've probably seen guys talk about it, all those different things, right? But this is a way to really check all of those. But then what it'll do is it'll say, okay, we're working on this, then here, then through, and then we're going to rewind, and then we're going to go straight to a swing. And what that enables you to do is say, hey brain, hey body, this is what we're trying to do, right? And then you go straight into a swing. So what that does is just very quickly assimilate it in and build that groove in the brain and build that trust in the brain of, hey, this is how we want to do it. So a big key for this is as you're doing it, right? I'm going to show you in a second, but as you're doing it, if you feel like one part is off, stop, reset, and then go back. If one part's off that you don't like, just don't be afraid to stop right there and work right there, right? And if you feel it's okay, it's my top end, then isolate it, do stuff, right? We've got other drills and other resources that'll help you with different pieces of that, right? But don't be afraid to use a drill to find an area of weakness and then focus on that area of weakness. That's the biggest thing about these drills, right? They're not magic. They are trying to help us find where there's a hole, trying to find an area where we have weakness and then attack that, right? And just do stuff physically that'll help our brain get it. Hey, this is not what we need, this is not what we need, this is what we need to do here, okay? So that's really what we're trying to do right here, is work those all thirds of the swing, right? And if there's an area of weakness, stop, reset, and go. It's kind of how it looks. First third, second third, third, then last third, then rewind, right? So I'm gonna swing, rewind, come back to second third, first third, then swing. Okay? And as you can see, what that enables us to do is just continue to work. Hey brain, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Don't get here and roll. Don't get here. So if I get here and roll, then I know I need to work on the last third. Okay? So that's what we're trying to do right here with this. So essentially it'll look like, so I'll go first third, second third, third third, rewind, second third, first third, take a ball out, put it on the tee, swing. Okay? And what that enables me to do is just assimilate, because I'm telling it, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. Here it is. Here it is. Now swing. Okay? So again, so I go first third, second third, 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 rewind, second, third, first, third, get a ball, okay, swing. So that way I'm being able to feel and immediately do it, right? Because a lot of times when we do a drill, right, there's some space or gap between when we do the drill and when we do a real swing. Okay, you can even do this on front toss, right? You can go boom, 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 come back, and swing off front toss, right? So the real big key right here, I think, is as you're doing this, right, is to not let this part of the bat get moving, or what I would call breaking, right? Don't let it break, okay? Let the arms, let the body take you there, right? I have my anchor in the ground, which is holding me from not going here, right? So I'm anchored, bam, bam, back, boom, and then go. So an easy cue to think about with your barrel, okay, is imagine that it's glass, right? So like the home run derby bats that they used to give to people would be whoever would win, they give them a glass bat, okay? And so imagine that this bat is glass, okay? So if I manipulate too much with the handle, right, or I get this doing, right, if I manipulate it too much, then that's gonna break. The hand is gonna break off in my hand, right? And all I'm gonna have left is the handle, right? So I wanna handle the bat, right? There, and so this finishes, and then eventually this is gonna move, right? But after contact, we're okay, right? After contact and finish, we're okay with what happens then. Okay, so I'm gonna show you one more time, and then we'll go from there, okay? So I got the ball, so this time I'm gonna go first, third, second, third, 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 rewind, and then just go. Okay, so here we go. So first, third, second, third, 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 ball on there, boom, go from there. Okay, so let's go watch these clips. Pumped to see them. So really dive into that cue and really think about that cue about the bat being glass. Okay, I don't want to break the bat. I want to handle the bat like it. Not gentle's the wrong word, but I want to handle the bat with strength, right? I want to handle it and I want to hold it, right? So the chest supplies stability, right? So if we're not using our chest to help us get to the ball, right, we're losing the stability, right? Because we have stability here and strength here and force being exuded that way, right? Then we've got the bat and we're releasing it that way. But we've got to have the stability in the middle, right, to help us get there. There's actually a clip. So hey, let's go watch that clip right now. Kind of talk about that stability a little bit. Then we'll keep talking.
Next thing I look at is, are you doing this in sequence? Now, what's really important is people think it's like, okay, it's about how you start your swing. With all the research that's been done for many, many years, it's not how you start your swing, it's how you stop your swing. Look at a whip. If I took the handle of a whip and you started the handle, would that crack the whip? This would crack the whip. The order, which the first thing you're gonna notice is a good whip, the handle stops first. When the handle stops, energy transfers to the next part. The next part goes and then it'll stop and energy transfers and it creates this wave going down the whip. We do the same thing as athletes. Really what happens is we go, lower body goes first, but at a certain point, when the upper body starts to fire, the lower body is going to stabilize, like you have in the whip, and energy is going to fire into the trunk. And then the trunk's going to stabilize, it's going to the arms going to stabilize, and it's going to go to the barrel. So believe it or not, what we look at is what order do you slow your body parts down? That's the most efficient players in the world. They slow the lower body down first, trunk down second, arm third, and barrel fourth.
Okay, so that's a great breakdown of the stability part from a really, really, really intelligent man, right? Who just deals with all this kind of stuff all the time, right? So that's kind of what we're talking about with the stability and the cue of imagining that the bat is glass, okay? So now that you've seen that, kind of understood it, go work. And like we said, don't be afraid to work on the part of the third that's maybe not a strength yet, right? So this just allows us to unify and then assimilate it right into a regular swing, okay? So go practice that, dive in, go get it. It's gonna be great, okay? Right before you do that though, hit that subscription, hit that like, share it with your buddies, comment, love to hear how this is helping you out. So so he can continue to put stuff out for you. So go get it, baby. Have a great week. Hit that subscribe before you go, and I'll see you next week, baby.